What's up, y'all? Welcome to L.U.S.T. Let Us Speak Truth. I'm your host, Nick. We got the crew on here. What's up, fam?
What's up?
Hey.
What's up?
What's happening, y'all? What's happening?
Go ahead, Tootie. Be Trav like you were last week.
Hey, fam. What's up, y'all? What's happening? This
Hey.
Trav,
Okay.
love doc.
No, it was shout out to all my fans.
Shout out to all my fans. This Trav. One.
Oh my goodness.
Trav. This Trav.
One.
I gotta talk to my people now.
I mean, we know you got to talk to your people now.
What's the topic?
Today's topic. Y'all ready for it?
Yes.
Today's topic is going to be what's the difference between current marriage and traditional marriage failure?
Whew, let's get it.
Okay, so you ready? So my first question, what's killing today's marriages?
Finance,
Ego and entitlement.
lack of communication, lack of understanding, lack of self-promotion. Honey, we can go on and all day long.
Keep going, because I got the top 6.
The
Lack of sex.
Outside influences, the major outside. There's too many outside influences.
Lack of Viagra.
What? Lack of what?
Lack of Viagra. I can't. I'm not today.
The pharmaceutical company is going under.
Well, let me ask a question. I want to know something. I'll leave it alone. I can't. I don't want to kick it off yet. I'll let it go further.
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying, like, what if the Viagra thing? So what if it don't work for him? What do he do then? What does he do then?
He take the soft part of his dingaling
and smack it on your forehead.
I'm not doing this today.
So what if you just get hard in the middle? Or you just pack it in?
No, that's when you fold it. That's when you fold it under.
That's it.
And you hunch it like this.
Okay. Like,
I don't even know what to do right now.
Today's marriages, y'all, let me tell you the top 6, and let me tell you, do you agree? The number 1 reason is power, money, and control. Incompatibility, infidelity, lack of sex, lack of communication, no respect, and outside influence.
I can see all of that.
I think we pretty much covered all of those. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Traditional marriage failure. What were the reason?
Infidelity and money.
In traditional marriages? Okay, that's Tootie's answer. What's y'all's answer?
I think, and I'm gonna go off the rib with this one. I think sometimes I guess it's lack of parenting skills. When two parents get together and I
can see that.
Okay.
I can majorly see that. I would say traditional marriages fail far less than modern day marriages. So I don't know. I can't really say 100%. But I think a lot of those women back in the day, for whatever reason, were looked at for being weak, and their modern women think that those women resented those men, and a lot of times they didn't. They loved those dudes. You know what I mean? That's my so to ask what were the reasons, I'd be interested to see what you're going to tell us the reasons are, because I don't know. They stayed together back then. Go ahead.
Well, can I add one more? Let me add one more, Nikki. Women today are more vocal than women back then. We are heading up the chain of command, whereas it was frowned upon then. So that can cause a conflict in any relationship and in any marriage if the communication is not solid.
And I'm gonna tell you the top 3 reasons traditional marriages failed back in the day: alcoholism, substance abuse, domestic violence, or parenting differences. That's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about. I didn't even think of domestic violence. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Most
Well, 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 I get it because, like in my case, I mean, and a lot of people may disagree or disagree with me, but I think a man that will not provide and protect is far worse than a lot of other things. If you whooping ass and you ain't making no money, you need to be thrown on the streets. That's just the way I feel. If you whooping her ass and you ain't doing nothing, you ain't making no money, you ain't doing nothing. Like, what are you there for?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. We had a conversation earlier today with a couple of the homeboys on the phone as we were all of us was driving, and we were on it was like 8 of us on the phone, and it's really interesting to hear how people feel about this topic because some of the stuff I heard today, I cannot believe that grown men feel this way.
Mm.
And y'all know I'm an advocate for men, but I'm also saying when you say shit that's ass backwards, I ain't going along with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I just feel like personally, today's marriages, they give up too easy.
Yeah, they ain't got no pushback. When shit go wrong, they say I'm out.
Yeah,
You
the
right
stick
about
and
it.
stay ain't what it used to be.
But
So
think about in the traditional ways, the women normally stayed at home, took care of the kids, the man was the provider. Nowadays, the women work just like the men. So the women think, you know, well, I don't need a man. And if he's gonna do this, and this, whatever, then I'm out because I can take care of myself. You know what I mean? And so that whole traditional life life is just extinct. And it's sad to me because the one thing I would have loved to say in my lifetime, I've been married for 50 years and I can never say that
Mm.
because I do not want to live till 101. Love you, girl.
why?
I don't. I don't want no. Nope.
You can probably be in the best shape and health. It
Yeah,
doesn't
have you
mean
seen that old fine ass 72-year-old bodybuilder?
Keyword bodybuilder. I ain't no fucking bodybuilder.
I'm just saying her ass 72 and she fine. I said you better get them, bitch. Like for real.
but you know what too? I think the better and for worse thing statement has become America's logo.
Oh man, that's
Yeah, because it's
gone.
like for better and for better, because I don't believe in worse. Like that's
Because
how
I will say this, and this is me. It's easy for somebody to be on your squad when shit's good. It don't take nothing. Everything's great. It's simple to be on your squad.
Mhm.
When you go through some shit, you'll see what it is, and that might be immediate family, friends, your coworker, whatever. When you go through some shit, you'll see if somebody got your best interest at heart, and that's when things change. So I'll say this: for better for worse, with most people, it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah,
It ain't gonna happen.
I agree. I agree. Woo wee. This one is this is a topic for you. Now, how many women do you know from traditional stages stayed married? Oh no, I'm sorry. Let's say that they divorced after 5, 6 years, 50 years ago. What do you
That
think?
didn't happen. It didn't happen.
It did
The-
happen.
It was what was it? What was the percentage? It's extremely low.
It is low. I'll
What
tell
is what's the percentage?
I don't know. I didn't research, but I can tell you from personal experience. So back in the day, my mom and my dad divorced. They were married for 9 years. They were high school sweethearts, married for 9 years. My dad was an alcoholic and some old stuff. And my mom divorced him when I was 2 years old. I'm 51 now. The reason why my mom is okay with that, number one, he was abusive, alcohol, and
Mhm.
I don't know too much about the physical. I was too young. Rest in peace, Dad. But she had the job. She had the secure job. My dad didn't have the secure job. So she was cool with getting a divorce, picking up me and my sister and gone. Go ahead.
Exactly. So in those times, because you're talking about damn near 50 years ago, in those times, you
Mhm.
had to be a protector and a provider. A
Mhm.
lot of women, and because we're so modern now, the day to days, a lot of women don't feel like they don't need that because the world, unfortunately, not unfortunately, let me say, fortunately, the world is more safer now than it's ever been. Although all of the stuff that goes on, the murders and all that, but I'm saying you got to know right now, a group of young ladies from 18 to 25 go out dressed scantily, and they go out and they walk in nightclubs and they go do what they want to do. That was unheard of in the 50s and 60s because they felt like I'm not gonna go and somebody jump out a tree and rape me. That's where the term tree sweeper and all that came from. That doesn't happen like that in mass anymore because I do what I want to do. I go to lit areas. I do all that. So yeah, you had to be a protector and a provider
I'll be
back
right back, y'all.
back then.
Yeah.
You had to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to be. It's unheard of. You because you were no good as a man. Like I
Yeah.
had a conversation with a guy today, and it's a little bit off topic. And he's a 40-plus-year-old man, and he was talking about playing video games. Like, I'm sure it's something at your house you could be doing aside from that. Now, and I feel like that. Like I do. Like I understand if you came in that generation, but you're a grown man. Why is that your angle? A video game. I know it's a tree that need pruning, the grass need cutting, the car need washing, a son need the ball thrown to him. I don't understand that shit. It's just me. If you
And
ain't getting paid for video games, don't fuck with them. That's how I feel.
that if you ain't creating them or
Or
doing
getting
Right.
paid.
money for, yes, yeah, I agree. Okay. Do you think traditional weddings have an impact on today's weddings? Meaning traditionally, majority of the people would get married in the church, right?
Hmm.
Or whatever culture that they are, they get married in that setting. Now, a lot of folks go to the courthouse. A lot of the people go in their backyard.
I would say they don't impact it at all because if David's bridal went out of business, goddamn, I mean, where the hell these heifers buying these dresses from? The goddamn the Dollar Martin just getting married, and you got niggas wearing Chuck Taylors when they get married. Stop wearing them goddamn Chuck Taylors when you get married. Don't go along with that shit. Get you some hard bottom shoes. I'm sorry, I had to say that. I saw that shit the other day. It looked ridiculous to me. But anyway, go ahead.
Oh
I'm
my
sorry.
goodness.
But women these days, I mean, like how they would say that the bride need to wear a white dress, yada 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 yada. Well, today women are getting out of that.
I
You
mean,
know,
I
You're
wouldn't wear
right.
a white dress. I don't even have kids, but I know I've been giving my cookies away. Ain't no point
Well,
going
well,
lying to God
well,
and all
well.
these other
And that
folks.
was
You're right now. Now, Tootie,
that was
Tootie,
the thing.
Tootie,
Yep.
Tootie, you said it. You said it. Now
I'm
I'm gonna
just
go back
saying,
in.
let's be real about it. Ain't know you been out there.
And I'm gonna look directly in the camera when I say this. Girls, you got more goddamn dick marks than, than dirty underwear. Don't wear no white dress. Get you a goddamn brown dress or maybe some other color
And they
because
still be trying to, I'm gonna say this. Okay, I ain't being messy, but I'm saying. So this chick I know had this many kids, and she bought a like bleach white dress and said her marriage ain't gonna last because she going in line.
pretty much. Hmm.
Lord, Lord.
Man,
All right.
no,
Talking
good as
about
hell where you ain't got
no
no
goddamn
business.
white dress. Go out on a white dress and you
With
graduated
all them
pina
damn
colada.
5 kids, that's all
Yeah.
part of the
And you
wedding
tell
party.
them again,
right,
Tootie,
right, right.
Tootie, Tootie, She got 5 kids and she graduated penum cum laude of her class. Goddamn,
I
what the
can't
fuck are you
stand you,
saying?
Penny School Lottie.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I just feel
3 whole years. I
look,
said, I don't think I cursed her, but I'm just saying she shouldn't have been lying like that in that damn white dress.
Right.
I think that's facts. But I think y'all, I really think that people get married for the wrong reasons today.
Yes.
Oh, I would agree. Sometimes, yeah.
Back in the day, you got married. Give me some reasons for back in the day marriages. Was
Pure
it
love.
Somebody
Ain't
was
a lot of
pregnant.
those people pregnant. They loved each other. They
Yeah.
said, we're gonna do this. This is the best option for both of us. Let's go forward. But
Or
now,
they daddy came to the door with a shotgun.
Yep.
You gonna marry
"You
my
gonna
daughter
marry
because
my daughter?"
you impregnated her. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have no bastards in this family.
Rita. Oh my goodness. Oh my
I'm
goodness.
just saying, that shit is crazy. And then you like it's okay, so it's somebody that we know. And she had a baby. Well, she was pregnant with this guy, and her parents made her marry him or made him marry her, however you want to look at it. And then they had kid number 2. But this dude was like beating the brakes off of her. And they told her that she still had the son.
Mm.
And I couldn't get my brain around how could your parents tell you to stay in the ass whooping?
Trudy,
Yes.
was he an ass whooping specialist or was she was just getting a regular ass whoopings?
No, he beat her to the point that the second kid she had came out with bruises.
Okay, so he was closing his fist instead of leaving his hand open.
Wait.
Travis, I want to fight you.
Hold on. Her second kid, Tootie?
Yeah, she had a second kid with him, and the second kid came out bruised.
And that's the sad thing because hey, Nita. Hey, boo.
Hey, guys.
I think that as far as that goes, I would call her a dummy for staying with him because her ass was getting beat before she got pregnant the second time.
But she was married to him, and her parents wouldn't let her go home. And I thought that was hateful on her parents' behalf. I think they're a Church of Christ, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's
the Latter-day Saints, yeah.
And they don't believe in divorce at all, no matter what. And so they wouldn't let her leave.
But Tootie, I think that's one of the reasons I think a woman should get a divorce. If you married to an ass whooping specialist and he is fucking you up, yeah, you should leave. That goes without saying. That's when you
agree. Like
that's when you look like one of those.
No
that's when you look like one of them Lifetime movies and you got a jean coat on and you at the gas station and it's raining and you got all the kids in a puddle with you and y'all holding each other, shaking. He's crazy. Like that, yeah, I get that. But I mean,
know about Lifetime, Trav.
Trav be over there talking about he gonna watch enough with J-Lo.
Because I used to always watch the Golden Girls, and that would come on.
Stop.
I wait for that. I'm serious. I love the Golden Girls. Rose Nally.
Me too.
I'm gonna Juanita, what we're talking about is what's the difference between current marriage and traditional marriage failure?
Failure? Jeez. Okay.
So it's crazy because there's like so many variants of why today's marriages are dead, but there's only 3 for traditional.
Only 3. And the other thing too nowadays is you got to understand the laws are stacked against the man. Let's just be honest. Yeah. If you show your ass at the crib and the police come, they're going to take your ass away. So back in the day, they used to be like, y'all just cut that out. And the other reason. Damn it, Tommy. Sandra, you guys are cutting up again. She's sitting there with her whole damn lip knocked loose. You know what I'm saying?
But then, you know what, too?
This is the other problem.
What's so different is that back in those days, men brought their paycheck home. They made sure they paid the bills. Today, it's like they may come home and they may not.
Well, wait a minute. Who the hell is Mike? Were you married to a man that might come home?
Oh, who?
She's saying the paycheck, Trav, not the
I'm
man.
saying, yeah, the paycheck.
Them some bitches go together. The X is in his back pocket. Bring your onion head ass on home when you get off.
Well, you know, men were men. What I'm saying, they
I get
believe
you. I get
they
you.
were
I get
taking
you.
care of the household.
I get
Today,
Ugh.
it's broken. You know,
Mm.
some of those values have went out the window.
I agree.
And see, like my mom and my dad, y'all know they split up or whatever, but my grandparents, neither one of my grandmothers worked. When I started, I think after I turned 3 or 4, neither one of my grandmothers worked anymore. My grandfathers were the sole providers of the household. And my stepdad has always brought his chick home to my mother. And my mama always managed the money. I don't know how my dad and them did their thing because I didn't live with them or whatever, but I don't think he did that. My dad had hustled more jobs than he had a full-time job. Like he used to put engines together on the bottom of the track on the trains, but I think he did that, and then he would like stop working for a while, and then he just hustled because he was an electrician, so he could always find work. But I don't know how they operated financially in his house.
Let me say something. I'm glad you brought that up. I think that if you're a man that does not know, that would never work for a guy like myself. But for a man that doesn't know how to do his finances properly, and she would be better, I would say let her have it. And I'm gonna tell you a reason why I say let her have it. Because if you give her that money and your household runs smooth for that type of guy, guess what that does to her? That lets her know the limitations of the family. So she can't say, I can and I cannot do this. She knows what we can do. So you take that out and you give her the hard facts of, baby, I make 75,000. You make X amount of money. We're gonna do this together. And you put it right there. That way she doesn't have to do any guessing.
Mm.
That way you can take away from her thinking that I want these things because she knows that my husband makes 75,000. He's going to work and things are going to be taken care of. That way he says, look, I'm giving it to you. You out of the way. I'm out of the way. So if the ship fail, you didn't do something right. I think that helps certain guys out. That wouldn't work for me because that just wouldn't work. Because I handle my own shit. But I do understand for people like guys like that, you take that, you can remove a lot of headache in that. Cause she can't come to you with dreams because you giving her reality. She can't come to you and say, I I want to go on a trip. Baby, you see how much money we got in the bank? You see what we're doing. Either we can go on that trip or we can't. Either you can get that bag or you can't. Either I can get our kids can be in these activities or they can't. I think that'll help a lot of couples out.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay. What is the importance of marriage?
For a man or a woman.
Oh shit, here he
Trav,
comes.
you answer for the man. And
Down, Travis, because you gonna make my soul upset. I already hear you go.
No. I got a really, really diplomatic answer. So go ahead.
I need a Newport because I already feel
Well,
like this is gonna be some
you
shit.
know, communication is always going to be the
Like
number
this.
one thing. You
right.
know, stability. You know, healthy relationship, open communication. You know, so those are my primary.
Not
What
sex.
was the question?
Huh?
I
What
said
was the question?
not sex.
Well, you know, since they came out with the new toys,
Oh, he
a woman don't need a
she finna
man.
talk about these damn rolls.
And Nita, the question was, I know, right? The question was, what's the importance of marriage?
I personally think the importance of marriage is the unionship, the foundation of where you're going. Because everything that we lay down is a stepping stone, right? So as you're dating and courting, we're stepping, there's little stepping stones that we're put in front of one another. And then once you get engaged, that's a huge stepping stone. But as you're bringing on these stepping stones, you're building this foundation. And I think that the foundation that you build solidifies what you have. And then you're building on top of that with the things that Tanya was saying, which is, the communication, what is important to each individual in the marriage. I think that's what it is. I really think that it starts with a strong foundation that you're putting in together.
Right. That's good. That's
I,
good.
I think anybody can get married. You got to marry the right person, somebody that you can rock with.
Ability.
It's easy for anybody to get married. It's just difficult to be married to the right person. And so you got to marry somebody that you have common interests with, that y'all goals can align, that you can talk to. Like I don't want to marry just anybody. I want to marry my best friend.
That it's funny how you say that, because they say that all the time, where it's easy to get married, but it's harder to stay married.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I'm like, I want to marry my best friend. So just because we had a fight today don't mean that we got to get a divorce tomorrow. I mean, I believe that you got to be able to communicate with whoever it is that you're going to be with.
And that's traditional. That's the tradition.
Yeah. I mean, I think communication really is the key to all things. Like, hey, this didn't work. This doesn't work. I don't like when you this. And I don't think you got to be like real funky and nasty about it. And I think all relationships are going to be roller coasters. You're going to have some down moments too. It's not always going to be great, but I think if you can talk about it and you love each other as friends before you love each other as husband and wife, you can probably make it. But if you just trying to say, oh, well, that's my husband, that's my wife, but y'all don't give a shit about each other, you wasted everybody's time. And I want my wedding gift back.
Did y'all?
Yeah.
Right. Go ahead, Lenita.
There's a thing that I saw on Instagram, and it was about a guy upset. And I'm not sure if it goes into this, but it was about a guy being upset because he was a part of this wedding, and he went out to a club with the friend that got married.
Yeah, I saw it.
And him and the friend had got into it because the friend was like, yo, you're not about to be in this club cheating, basically, come around, sit down somewhere. But it was the way that he put it was like, yo, you have me, saying sis to this girl, you got me in this club, we spending money, I'm putting in on this wedding, and then you're gonna, blow it by doing this, that, and the other. And it was a good way of, the way he put it was, it was a really good way that he put it. He was talking about how he put in on the wedding.
I invested in my best friend, and you're not
right
up what you got going on when I put in.
And that's a good friend.
That's a good ass friend.
That's a great friend. Yeah. So I'm not sure. I don't remember if I sent it to anybody, but I came across it and I thought it was fitting for what we're talking about at this moment.
Absolutely. Yes.
So that's another thing too, having, a good friend in your corner, a bestie, someone that can really truly tell you the truth, without sugarcoating it.
Speaking of that, back in the day, did mom have a good friend that was really a friend that helped with keeping mom and dad together? Because today's
I don't think people shared their problems like that with each other back then.
Agreed.
It was more hidden. It was more hidden.
They kept their lives in house. Like that wasn't anybody's business.
Yep. And now, bestie tradition in today's world, girl, leave that motherfucker. He over there doing that. Hell no, leave his ass.
And I ain't got no money to help you when your car break down. I ain't got no money to help you when your car break down, when your kids need clothes, when your kids need a tutor. They ain't gonna do shit but fold their arms. They're gonna tell you to leave your husband, and you gonna goddamn listen. And then you gonna call him after you divorce and say, hey, will you help me with such and such and such? Because she's gonna be over there with her dude getting gutted out. And you gonna be sitting at home drinking wine, eating pizza, and saying, I remember, I wonder what my best friend doing and all that old dumb shit. So listen to your girlfriend. You'll wind up by yourself. And one more thing I want to do. I want to say it's a chart that I saw and I love it. And it had this white guy on it. And he said, and you saw it. I sent it. You saw it, Nick. I sent it to you. The more you fuck up, the more you're gonna learn. And it goes up. So if you do dumb shit, the more you're gonna learn that this was some dumb shit that you did.
Yep.
So I'm just saying, I don't understand it. But
That's
you
the one
ladies,
that says fuck around and find
the
out.
more you fuck around, the more you find
Well, you're
out.
gonna find out.
That was
Right.
it. That was it.
The more you fuck around, the more you find out. But y'all, seriously, and y'all gave pretty solid answers. Y'all gave women answers. But
We ain't no damn man.
I mean, and that, well, I know. Luckily, all of you are biological women, and that's phenomenal. And not transformers. And anyway, I don't want to get into that. But seriously, I'll say this for a man. What's important for marriage? For the type of men that I hang with and I deal with, the top 15% of men that have something on their mind, they're trying to do something, they're trying to be productive and being productive.
Mhm.
The things we value in marriage is a little bit different. And that's like being feminine, being a lady, being cooperative is really, really big. Like you don't, I hear a lot of women said, "Hey, how you gonna handle me? I don't want to have to handle you. That's some bullshit. I fight with the world. Why I got to come home and handle you? That's some bullshit. That's stupid." The other thing is working together, and a lot of people don't realize what marriage really means. It means forsaking, like they say, forsaking everything else, and this comes first. And most
Yeah.
people don't. Modern people don't want to do that because we have children with other people. We have relatives that live with us. We have family members that live with us, and we gotta make sure that they're okay and all that. So where does this man fit in? And if he says, "Hey, baby, I don't like X, Y, and B," then he's insecure or
Mm.
he's being possessive. Or if he tells a lady, "Hey, I don't like what you're wearing," now he's being controlling. Well,
Yeah.
if you got control over my life, shouldn't I have some control over your life? If I'm manned and demand to look after you. If we're walking down the street and somebody attack you, I'd give my life. I keep saying that, and people overlook it. Then I should be able to say, "Babe, I don't like that. It's too much cleavage showing. Them my titties. I don't want nobody else to see them." Or that's my, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being real, and a lot of people take offense to that. But I'm never gonna be. I can't apologize for being a man because I'm gonna tell you about shit that I don't like, and if you don't like it, I just ain't a dude because I'm not gonna bend on certain things.
See,
Because
and
you shouldn't have
I
certain things
like
with me.
I like that because that's like Greg and I. Greg, like I'm not a showy person. Like when we go out and stuff, I don't show a lot of stuff because I save some shit for show.
Right, right.
Know what I
Right
mean?
on.
And Greg will not go out in gray pants, gray sweats.
Right.
But you know that theory of black men with gray sweats. It outlines you. It outlines.
Yeah.
Oh,
So if you wear gray sweats, you wear a longer shirt. And he does it. And I'm cool with that. And I don't go out showing my shit because I save all this for you.
exactly. That's
So,
Right
respect.
on.
so,
I
so,
get
so,
that.
so, Nick, this question is for you.
Shit.
And let's take Greg out. Let's
Uh-huh.
just take. So if you dating a man and he got on some jeans and he's a meat man in his jeans, he's just a meaty fella. It's just meat.
All right, nigga, we got to it. We
Shut
got
up, Travis.
it.
Listen, jeans don't count. Jeans
I'm
don't count.
just asking. Wait. I'm just asking. He walking
Okay.
around in his print. He's a meat man. Are
Uh-huh.
you saying, "Hey, baby, you need to do something with your shirt," or what you gonna say?
No, the jeans, I don't care. Because the jeans are jean material. It still kind of covers you a little bit. You could have a crease in the zipper line. You could have a crease
But if,
in.
what if he one of them big nut fellas like them old men back in the day?
Then you better want to hide your shit. Because if you got big nuts and a little dick, we can tell.
Well, that's a duff, that's the army. That's a duffel bag in an army hat. But anyway, um,
Might
But you
want
know what?
to.
I mean, as long as it's you dressed appropriately and you're not, you know, if you are a meaty
Respect
guy, as you say, Travis, I mean, your pants don't have to be tight.
okay,
You know,
so Tanya, I'm a meaty guy and I wear a pair of small shorts to work in the yard in. Is that acceptable?
what
Hell
the
no,
fuck?
because your shit might fall out and you look kind of.
He know better. He know better. He playing.
No, I'm being serious. But
But you remember them shorts that Trav showed us that he wears? Them damn,
Yeah, biker
no,
biker shorts.
I call them kin shorts.
Yeah,
Like,
No,
no, no, seriously, lady, I'm like Richard Gere in the 80s. I wear short shorts, like middle of the thigh.
Mm-mm.
What you mean, Tootie?
You wear
Hold on.
them old gym shorts that barely
No,
cover
no,
your
no,
butt.
no. I mean,
Right?
they might be Ralph Lauren, but I get 8-inch shorts on purpose. That's what I wear. They come middle of the thigh.
so you're seeking and you're asking for attention.
No, I'm not. I'm not asking for attention. My legs look better than women's legs. So I mean,
So now
Travis,
you
every time you
comparing?
put your fine ass on here looking like MC Banks, tell us how fine your legs are. Well, yo, this is better than this. Everything about you is prettier than a woman. I'm so
Yeah.
sick of your beautiful
I
ass. I
look
could
better than
scream.
80% of women. It's a fact. I don't care
Let
if
me
you like
see,
it or not.
Travis, because I'm tired of your shit. Let us see.
Let me see your boobage. Let me see your boobage.
Yeah, show it to us.
hold
Let me
on.
get a look.
This is for Trev.
Don't you 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 don't.
Legs look better than women's legs. What are you saying? Are you kidding?
Travis, I'm not impressed.
You shouldn't be impressed.
I've seen better legs on a beat up coffee table.
I'm trying to see what he's talking about because I still can't find it.
Look,
I'm just
Trev,
saying.
the funny thing is you got a farmer tan, so it don't even look like you wear shorts.
I
Right.
do. But I'm 3 shades lighter because I be out in the sun and at work all the time. So yes,
But
Yeah. You always want to be beautiful.
it's not my fault, Tootie.
Travis, I know.
Ah,
I've heard.
ah.
I'm gonna go over here and throw up in the corner in a minute.
What?
Yeah. I'm saying he's so pretty, I just couldn't keep myself together. I got to go throw up to the
Asshole.
all right, y'all. We're not gonna stop. I'm gonna this real quick to what we were talking about earlier.
Earlier.
Traditionally, folks will stay together no matter what, work through all the bullshit, stay for the children, etc. Was it healthy?
The numbers say it was.
But was it healthy?
The numbers say it was.
Okay.
Not always.
So I'm gonna say no. But as folks grow older together, they realize they actually really do love their mate. And that's what keeps them together. That's what stops all the cheating. That's what stops all the bullshit. When you realize that you're about to lose that person, back in the day, I'm talking about traditional.
Yeah.
If you feel like you're about to lose that person, you will switch up
Yes,
your marriage.
that's
Today,
true.
folks give up too easy. Imagine saying, I've been married for 40 plus years. We don't have that shit no more.
Both said to my grandparents were till death do us part. So I have one grandmother left, and her and my grandfather made 54 years before he passed away.
Do you know that they have a stat right now that they're saying by 2030 that this is the highest number ever. 45% of women in the marrying age will be childless and single and unmarried by 2030. That is the reason that they are stopping you ladies from having abortions, because they're saying that the population is going to take a dip over the next 20 years and they won't have anybody to work at their factories and at their jobs and drive their cars and buy their cars, and housing is far deeper than what you think. So that is part of the key. And that is major. So if they do not bring back nuclear families, we're going to suffer over the next 50 years dramatically. Because they're not going to have anybody to do the work.
I definitely agree.
Yeah.
I believe that. Yes.
Love one another, work through your shit, communicate, stop all the bullshit, and live
Right.
like you was 65 already and you
I'm
might
just
be
saying.
35. And keep
Yeah, but that's hard.
right. Keep God first.
Yes.
Keep God
Yeah.
first. Whatever God you believe in, keep him first.
Yes.
Right on.
Yes.
Right on.
And we love y'all. We will see you guys on
Sunday.
Sunday.
Sunday, fun day.
Subscribe to L.U.S.T. Let Us Speak Truth. And we are out, y'all. Deuces.
Bye.
Bye.